Okay. Today is Monday, November the 6th, 2023, and we have with us today Aubrey Faucett of Seattle, Washington, sure, but she's in other parts of the world right now, as I understand it. And thanks so much for joining us today, Aubrey.
Absolutely.
So where are you? Let's start there. Where are you sitting right now?
Sitting right now, I'm at Black Hawk Country Club. So we're here for a coaching and teaching summit with our PGA members and teaching professionals and all of that. So right now, I'm just kind of helping out with behind the scenes, but we got about 45 people out here. So
where's Black Hawk Country Club?
In Southeast Houston. So
Okay.
the city, I could not tell you, but it was about an hour away from our office. So.
Okay, all right. So just by way of introduction, Aubrey Faucett, you are originally from Seattle, Washington, and you have recently were selected for a fellowship for the PGA Reach program of the PGA of America, which is essentially a one-year total immersion program into the golf industry, so to speak. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yes.
let's
yes, it is.
Can you just explain that a little bit more for me, just from an outsider standpoint? What is the PGA WORKS program, and how did you come to get it?
Yeah, so I recently just graduated with my undergrad in sports management, and so I was looking for really any opportunity in operations, and so I knew operations and wanted to go. I worked in marketing for Liberty University in their athletic department, and kind of ran operations a little bit behind the scenes through that. But yeah, so once February, March came, I was like, I'm graduating, got to get a job, and so I applied for an internship with Southern Texas PGA in tournament operations, and so I knew if I could get through the summer, kind of open up some more opportunities. But through that, they actually were like, hey, we have this position open. It's a fellowship. It's 1 year. It's designed for undergrad students or graduating college students coming out of college, and really to introduce you into the world of golf in a bigger capacity than an internship. So essentially at every section, not every section has it. There's 44 sections across America, and not every section has a PGA WORKS Fellow, but there's a good amount of them. I think there's 22 fellows. Some have more than one. So through that, I get to work with them. I attend meetings, pretty regularly, and there's like work I do, and so it's a program created through headquarters and kind of dispersed that way, and then we kind of meet online virtually, but then we also do our work at our sections, and everyone's work across the different sections looks different. So like I focus in junior golf, while someone in New York could focus just purely on the section side. So
okay. So let's, if we could, just maybe start from the beginning. Did you grow up in Seattle, or are you originally from Seattle, or what?
Yeah, so I grew up north of Seattle until I was about 12, and then we moved to the other side of the water in Port Orchard. So,
Okay.
but I've lived in Washington my whole life, and then went out to college. So,
where did you play golf in high school, or how did how did the golf world come into your life?
Yeah, so I did start playing golf in high school, actually. So I played sports throughout my whole life, and softball was my main sport. And then when I got to high school, softball was in the spring, and I was like, I've got to do something in the fall. And so I wanted to get involved, and my grandpa he's a big golfer, and so he's like, let me show you how to golf. If you don't like it, it's
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he taught me how to golf, and started playing in high school for South Kitsap, and yeah, just kind of went from there.
Okay. Where'd you go to college?
Liberty University in
Is that in
Lynchburg,
Virginia? Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. How did you choose Liberty? That's a long way away from the Puget Sound.
It is. It's a long ways away. But I knew I wanted to venture out and always wanted to go up to New York. And then I don't know what happened to that dream. But I knew I wanted to go away. And so there was a couple schools I was looking on the West Coast, but everything else was East Coast all the way. And so Liberty, I toured it, and it's a stunning campus, and the academics are fantastic. And every one of my professors was beyond amazing and had real world experience and in the sports industry, and then it brought them to teaching. And so really got firsthand experience of what they experienced and got to relay to us and teach it to us. So yeah, it's an outstanding education and Christ-centered university. So
Okay. Did you play golf in college? If
I
not,
did not. They did not have
even recreationally.
Recreationally, I played with my friends and all that, but nothing seriously, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's revisit the senior year period, and you were thinking about what am I going to do after graduation, and the PGA of America. I mean, how did that come sort of enter your brain about this might be something I want to look into? Well,
Yeah.
let me ask this. I'm sorry. What did you major in? What was your major?
Sport management.
Sport management. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So sport management, I always love sports and the way it integrates into how it brings people together, and sports is involved in every aspect of people's everyday lives. And so through that, playing sports, I knew I wanted to pursue an education in that, and really be immersed in something I love to do and love to watch and all that. And so I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go. I knew I wanted to pursue operations, but operations is a very broad term in the sense of sports. And so really I was focused on intercollegiate athletics, and I was like, this is the route I want to go. But when you're in your senior year, you're looking for all opportunities. I didn't want to close myself off to just intercollegiate athletics, and really I didn't know where I wanted to end up. And so yeah, that's why I chose the internship route. And I was like, internship is 3 months, and it was really a balance of where's a position that has room to grow, and an organization that is focused on just the people of golf and all of that. So all to say, I applied for the internship, and then they're like, hey, we have this position in that's only a year. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Because it's just that balance of when you get out of college, you're like, I don't know if I want to commit to a lifelong journey into this position. Like, what if I don't like it? What if this isn't important for me? So this was a perfect position, and I've loved every second of it. I think golf's truly where I belong, and I've loved learning operations and junior golf and working with the next generation of golfers, and yeah, it's been fantastic.
So the Southern Texas PGA section, how did that come about for you? I mean, that's where you are affiliated with now, the Southern Texas PGA. Was there a selection? Yeah. Did they select you, or how did that work out?
Yeah, so I applied for Southern Texas, their operations internships. That was just posted, through a sport position careers site, and so yeah, so through application of that's when they asked if I was interested in this opportunity, and then interviewed for that. So in a way, I kind of selected them and they selected me, and it was kind of like a mutual selection. But yeah, I have family down here, and so
you do. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it wasn't so much as a blind move, but it's it's Texas, it's huge, it's everything. So yeah,
may not have been a blind move. That's a big move still. Yeah.
It is. It was a big move for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you've been there how long now? A month or two, or?
Since May. So
since May already. Months. Oh wow. Okay. So it's another 6 months. So it's a year-long program. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And you're working mostly in operations. That's what it is with them.
Yes. Yeah. So my focus in my position is really based in junior golf, and so 500 members, junior golf members, and so huge program, and it covers everything. See, east of El Paso, and then we have a chunk of Texas that we cover, and so everywhere from our big three metro areas are Austin, San Antonio, Houston, and then we have there's anywhere in between. So we cover a lot of ground, and then operationally, there's so many different type of events that we run. But yeah, just working. Really, my big focus is in junior golf, but like days like this where I'm at a section event, coaching and teaching summit. Next week we have Joe Black Cup that we're hosting, and so mainly junior golf, but I touch a little bit of everything through my through 6 months and then my future 6 months. So
yeah, okay. So are you working with other people in this program? Because as I understand it, there was only a couple of dozen, 23 people who received these fellowship programs. Is that correct?
Yeah. So right now, I've only met those 23 select people through virtually, and then in January I'll actually meet them and at the PGA show in Orlando. So our supervisor Cameron Dinkins, they create workshops and anywhere from just different aspects of golf and one with digital media marketing and all that, and so really just tries to show us all different facets of PGA of America and different positions and different sides, not just purely operations. And so that's how we do those workshops online about once a month. And then that's kind of the extent of that, but everything else is really just section.
Yeah. Okay. So as you've been there 6 months now, has it been sort of what you had hoped it would be as far as sort of getting really into what this job is about, what this career path is about, what the profession as a whole is about? Has it been sort of what you thought it would be?
Everything and more. Yeah. No, it's been fantastic. I mean, going into it, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I knew I was going to be focusing a little bit in junior golf, but I didn't know the extent of our junior golf program, and so that entailed a lot more than I knew what I was getting into. But I mean, I'm an on the go person, so I like to stay busy and just keep going and until the days of. I don't even know how many events, junior golf events this summer, but it, I mean, I live partially in a hotel, partially at home. It was just on the go, and it was everything I hoped it to be. And then can't come September, October, kind of came to a halting stop, and it quickly transitioned into the fall. And so, but yeah, no, I've learned more than I thought I could learn about golf and the sport industry as a whole. So
so what happens at the PGA show then in January with all of the fellows from this program? Is that the culmination of the year or what?
So it's a little bit PGA show it brings in PGA members from all over the country, and so as I understand it, it's a huge marketing and conference in which all these PGA members come, but we also have sponsors, all of that, just golf products and those technologies come out, and along that line, then there's the PGA WORKS Fellow side where they bring us out, and then we get to have the kind of, I'm not sure if the details are vague, but it just sounds like we're getting together and doing our workshop of our own, but at the PGA show. So we get to interact with those PGA members, but we also get to have our own, workshop time, conference, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Aubrey, this has been great. Again, we got the notice from the PGA of America about you being involved with this program, and I thought, well, sounds really interesting. It's kind of was created to help help the industry become more diverse and a lot more people from different backgrounds, show them what's all about and give them the opportunity. So it sounds like it's been working out for you pretty well.
Absolutely, I would say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, there you go. And originally from Seattle via Port Orchard and via South Kitsap High School. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yes.
Aubrey,
Yeah.
thanks so much for taking the time this morning. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck in Texas. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.